That's a good idea. She, she was targeted because Maritza created an amazing cultural program. She was part of something called the Cimarron project at Clemente. And it really engaged young kids on every aspect of Puerto Rican culture. As you know, we already know that Maritza's passion is theater, and she engaged these kids in all kinds of things. But there was dancing and music and history. It was an amazing space. And part of the narrative that was developed was that it was a training ground for the FALN and for terrorists at Roberto Clemente. At that time was a period of almost 8-9 years that really this amazing experiment was undertaken at Clemente based on a 4-point initiative that the community articulated that Maritza was part of working, because this was not something we just did. We did it with students, we did it with parents, we did it with the entire community. And it was something that transformed that school. And we were able to take one group of students, and last week we had a presentation by Dr. Arturo Masol and Casa Pueblo, where we took a group of students to Casa Pueblo in Juntas to help build cabins for a camp in, but this was really like to create a learning camp in the forest, in the rural area of Juntas, Puerto Rico. And they put out that this was about taking kids to be trained in a terrorist camp in Puerto Rico. So the narrative that was created was that the Puerto Rican Cultural Center had literally led a campaign to get $1 million from poverty funds to use for training terrorists. The man who was leading the reform project at Clemente was Dr. Luis Nieves Falcon, an amazing scholar, an amazing educator, and Dr. Rodriguez, another amazing educator. And they put together a plan that transformed that school. Well, part of all that, Maritza was part of all the things that took place. Maritza was pivotal to a lot of the work at Clemente. She didn't work as a teacher. She worked as an actress. She worked after school. I mean, I want people to understand the work that Maritza did, because it was 24/7, okay, with 2 daughters, right? I mean, a single mother, 2 daughters, and actively involved and engaged in transforming the reality of this community. So, Maritza, tell us, what was your experience during the Clemente High School reform years? And how were you targeted by the FBI?
Thank you, Hassan. When I first came to Clemente, I came from another school. I had been bouncing for a while from school to school because I just felt that really the system was broken, and everywhere I went, it felt like it was even more broken, and you're trying to really work with the students or work with the administration. It was just so hard to do. When the opportunity to come to Clemente to lead the Cimarron cultural program came about, of course I jumped. And I was so excited. I have been doing artwork all my life. I'm an actress, writer, poet, and theater director. And I just saw an opportunity to work directly with my community and really go into a program that will bring the students into it, that will welcome, and through all the artistic experience that the students will see each other in every art form, in every artist. They met, we had writers, Billy Thomas, hey, with Rafael Sanchez. I mean, we had them there for the kids to come and talk to them like one-on-one